Hello everyone, it's Okane and I'm going to show you Kiko options with StockPair. They don't use expiries, which is typical for binary options. If you want to trade binary options, you normally have to choose expiry as well as the direction of the trade. But in this case, the Kiko option allows you to only choose either up or down and low span or high span. So low span, if you pay attention here, you have two horizontal lines, knock out or knock in. So if you choose low or down, you will win if the price touches your lower line. If you use above or high, you will win if the price touches the upper line. If you choose high span, you will have more leverage, more room. So as you can see, the price has been oscillating around here, or basically remained quite still. So if you would enter a trade to expire high when it touches this line, it wouldn't matter if it dropped here, because so long as it doesn't touch the knockout line, you still have a chance to win if the price changes its direction and comes back up again. So I'm going to show you how I took a couple of Kiko options that expired in the money last week. So let's take a look. Okay, here we have the Euro USD charts. This is the 15-minute chart, as you can see here above, and I also use the stochastic oscillator here. So as you can see, I have two arrows. Now what happened here was that price was moving up, so I placed my line. I drew this based on higher time frames, so I added this line here, and the price came up the day before. This is the 5th of August. It came up, then fell again, and we also have an EMA 99 period, or you can also say SMA 50. It's the same thing. So what happened up this was during the night here at my local time, which means that the volatility is lower. So it's not during the US session or the Euro session. It's during the Asian session. So what happened was the price came up here, and I noticed how it was oscillating here, getting oversold and even more oversold, as you can see. Look here, pay attention how it was overbought here, but then at the almost same location became halfway oversold and then completely oversold around the same resistance. So you could see the buyers wanted to push the price up, and so that's the first confirmation that price is keeping itself near the resistance line. The second confirmation that stochastic oscillator is getting oversold quickly and higher up than before. Look how it was oversold all the way down here, but now it's oversold all the way up here. So that's the second confirmation. The third confirmation, how the price has actually crossed this EMA, this moving average 99, period 99. Okay, it crossed it and closed above it and became oversold above it. So we have three confirmations that price wants to go up, and our confirmation number 4 is obviously this resistance line, because we would know that the buyers want to come up here and touch this price. They at least want to try this. Okay, they've tried it before, and we can scroll back and see how price dropped here. Look how the sellers broke this support earlier, so now it's the resistance. Okay, so we have 4 confirmations. Okay, 4 confirmations telling us that the price wants to go up. So what I did, I waited for price to break this resistance line, come back again, or become oversold on the 15-minute time frame. I obviously look at other time frames as well, but in this case the 15-minute time frame represents what's happening quite well. We have 4 confirmations here. That's good. And so the price came up, didn't reach our resistance line, right? It came up here, but was pushed down quickly. But it became oversold above this resistance line this time. And you can see how this candle closed above this resistance line. And this is where I entered my trade, my first Kiko trade, okay? Let's take a look here again. So I chose the high span and up and clicked buy. So that was my first trade. And the second trade, I realized when price came back down even more, I entered a second trade just to be on the safe side. And again in the same direction, going up. So what happened was, as you can see, I wasn't sure how long this would take. Would it take 15 minutes, half an hour? So I couldn't set an expiry. This was one of the reasons for why I chose the Kiko option in this case. As you can see, the price escalated here, and since I chose the high span, let me show you the trade. Here it is. Is the result. As you can see, it won. I invested 200 and I got 350 back. So as you can see, I had plenty of room. The price wasn't even near the knockout, which was the losing target, right? If it had touched this line, I would have lost. But as you can see, it wasn't even close. So that's why the high span was a good choice in this case. And as you can see, this was the second one. And I had another one. I will show you that one as well. Here it is. This is the second one. This one was 15 minutes earlier. And I invested lower. It was closer to the knockout line this time. So they both won, both of these trades. As you can see in the picture, the trade wasn't over, but as you can see, it did come up later on. It took a lot of time, and I could just leave the trade. After a while, I could leave it and go to sleep, because as I told you, it was middle of the night here. And when I came back, boom, it had already touched the trade. It was 9 in the morning, 10 at my location. So when I woke up, I saw both my trades were in the money. So this is really good when you don't know what kind of expiry you should set. When you know, in this case, you know the price is going to go up, you just don't know when. And that can leave you frustrated, because you have all these confirmations. You know it's oversold, you know it's above the EMA, you know it's above your resistance has become support. You know you have your target here, you know you have oversold position, but you just don't know what the expiry is. So the Kiko option is good in these kind of scenarios. I hope it helps you in the future, and you should definitely try out the Kiko option. Also, it's really good to use the Kiko when there is news, because when there is news, there is also another difficulty to set the expiry in those cases, because you don't know how long it's going to take. You just know that the high impact news is going to push the price, something like this candle here. Look at the jump here. So news can move the price like this, so you can use the Kiko instead, because you don't have to set expiry for it. It's enough that it touches and you win the trade. Okay, thanks for watching.